Dallas Cowboys, DeMarcus Lawrence had off-season back surgery and will start training camp. I was almost there. Training camp on the PUP list. Now, Anthony, what the hell is a PUP list? What's a PUP list?
It just means they're hurt. Yeah. Player unable to practice.
Yeah.
Or what about
physically unable to play? Something like that. Yeah.
Player under pressure?
Player under pressure.
Player
yeah,
under pressure.
he's. I think all these NFL guys are on that.
Hey, so was this was this expected or
no?
is this
This was some breaking news. Like they kind of held this DeMarcus Lawrence injury on the down low, kind of like the Amari Cooper thing, because Amari Cooper is another player that's starting on the PUP. But we had heard, like, we talked a couple weeks ago about asking, like, what Amari Cooper's injury even was. Remember, he had that ankle, what was it, ankle irritation is what they called it. So that, at least they said that about Amari Cooper, but this DeMarcus Lawrence, he's probably, Nate, I don't know how much you know about the Cowboys, but DeMarcus Lawrence is probably right now their biggest, I'd say, playmaker on defense. So having him not even be able to start out on the field at camp is pretty big news.
Yeah, he's important. He's important for sure.
You need to have one of those, as Jerry Jones likes to call them, war daddies on the defensive line. And so far, Lawrence has been our war daddy. And if he's going to miss a substantial amount of time, no one even knows what it is. A back injury, though, is something you don't want to hear for any of your players this close to season.
He's big money, too, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. They signed him up a couple years,
like
2 years ago.
2 years ago,
He broke the bank, and you know what? He didn't have... He still, I think, with a Pro Football Focus, I think he still ended up being one of the, ranked a top 5 D-end.
Sure.
But he just didn't have the stats. He didn't have the sacks that he usually gets. Yeah. I think he finished only with about 7 or 8 sacks last year, which is, for the amount you pay, you want to see at least double digits.
Yeah.
Right?
He's high paid.
He's a paid player, and if you're
paid.
What did he have there? He had 6.5 sacks. And then 2019, he only had... Five. So so the year
10.5, 14.5,
17, 18, he had over double digits. He hit his big contract.
Yeah, it was a contract year right there for sure.
Yeah, and then since then he hasn't broke 7 sacks, which is a little bit alarming because he's our number 1 defensive end, and you want at least double digit sacks from. He's only actually broke double digit sacks 2 times in what is that, 8 years?
Yeah.
7 years. That's not great.
He's 29, so he's still got some quality years left. It's not like he's
debatable.
The hill, so we'll see. Maybe this is he gets back on track.
Back on track?
Well,
back on crack.
I used wordplay there because he's on the PUP list because of his back.
Look at this guy.
Hey,
wow.
Sorry, I forgot you're at an 8.
I'm at an 8, bro.
No wonder he's the star right there.
Yeah,
I hope. But there is so back to kind of just the training camp thing. It does open up opportunities for younger guys, right? So now you're gonna get guys like Randy Gregory, who's had a pretty checkered history with the NFL. He's going to get a chance to maybe show that he should be the number 1 D lineman in Cowboys camp, and he's going to get every opportunity to do that with DeMarcus Lawrence on the PUP list, whatever you want to call it.
I'm talking about the Dallas Cowboys.